Before I joined Anytime Fitness, I weighed about 220 pounds, and I actually stopped measuring at that time because I felt like it was getting heavier and heavier. In February 2014, as I visited my doctor, she advised me that I was already becoming pre-diabetic. She also advised me that my kidneys having some problems functioning, and my blood pressure continues to go up higher and higher. Before I joined Anytime Fitness, I would look in the mirror and I would go, who is that guy? He's no longer the same guy that I knew when I was 24 years old. And I know that I needed to make a change in my life, because otherwise I will continue to get larger and bigger, and that I will not be able to continue at that rate and perhaps not live long to be with my wife and my children and my grandchildren. Every day I drank 4 cans of pop. I had a big bag of Doritos, and I ate 2 chocolate bars every day. My self-esteem at that point was a little bit low, so I knew I needed to have a change. When I first walked into Anytime Fitness, I was completely overwhelmed. Seeing the amount of people that was actually training and running on a treadmill, I was just thinking, man, if I can just run for about 20 seconds in those machines, I'll be really happy. My key trigger really is to live a healthier life, to be able to live longer and enjoy the company of my kids and my wife. I love the exclusivity that I feel every time I go into Anytime Fitness. The environment was warm. I love the people that signed me up. In particular, Shannon. She was the first one I met, and she was so accommodating. When I signed up in March and didn't join until coming to May, I was really still debating whether should I go or should I not go. Though my mind knows that I have to do it, my body is not wanting to do it. And so I needed to have some extra motivation just to go, and when Shannon called me up to go, I have to go. So I went.
So I noticed Ferdie hadn't been coming into the club, so I gave him a call, seeing what was going on. Asked him if his Peacock was broken, if he needed a new one. He just said he was, a little bit busy with himself, kind of not quite ready to get in. So I reassured him that we were going to help him get to his goals, get him in, get him started. A couple days later, there he was.
And I started my little goals of doing 5 pounds loss here and there. And I noticed that I lost 5 pounds. Then I said, oh, wow, if I can only lose 10 pounds, I'll be happy. Then I noticed I lost 10 pounds, and eventually I lost 25, and eventually I lost 65 pounds, just on those little goals. I ran 10K last June. I couldn't believe myself that I could run 10K, but I did. And this year I plan to run another 10K. And I would love to be able to run a half a marathon in a year or 2 years' time. And I'd like to increase better my body mass at the top and lose a bit more down my waistline. Look at myself in the mirror, I feel great, to be honest, because I went from a size 38 waist and I can wear a size 32 waist now. I feel great about that. It's just worth $1 million, just feeling that way. My family just couldn't believe I signed up to go to the gym. And when my wife announced that to my children said, oh, he went to the gym. Give him 2 weeks. And so after that, it became 2 months, it became 3 months. And then they realized that I was really serious about my health change and my fitness. And I'm doing it the hard way. When my son was away on his mission, I weighed the biggest ever. I think I was the 220 plus pounds. And what I wanted to do when he came home was to go down to 170 when he came home in December of 2014. So what I noticed though is by the time he came home, I surpassed the 170. I'm down already to 160. He's never seen a picture of me since he was away on his mission. So when he saw me first at the airport, he was really shocked. He was really surprised as to who I was. And he said, "Oh, I guess my older brother is here." He doesn't have an older brother. He's the only son in the family.
So his one big thing is that he wanted to lose the weight for when his son came home, that he was telling me about. And every time he came in, I made sure to check in where he was at. He was just hovering over that mark for a little while, and he thought he was plateauing. I just made sure that, I told him to keep it up. And eventually he came in, he's like, "Shannon, guess what?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "I did it." And I just was really excited for him. We made a big deal about it.
Good news, I'm no longer pre-diabetic. My sugar level is normal. My cholesterol count is normal. I no longer am on blood pressure pills, and I no longer drink my gout pills either. And the latest news that they've given to me is that my kidney is back to normal function. And all of that because I ate properly, I went to the gym,